Good evening. We're picking up where we left off last time in relatively poor health. And I don't remember what I was up to. So I suppose I'll just run through and see what I see and improvise along the way. I know that I got the plasma beam recently, and I get a health refill in the room to my right. Oh right, that's that crab you were talking about, wasn't it? Indeed, that was the case, thank you. I wonder if I leave and come back, will it respawn? Yes, it will. Okay, I'm missing 3 points of health, but never mind, I'm missing 36 points of health. I was gonna say I'm not gonna lose sleep over it. Okay, both left and right are available. Left looks like a dead end, so let's go that way. Oh, Jigsaw, welcome. Always good to have you around. There seems to be something up there, but I can't quite see it. There we go. These things look kind of like seahorses. Fun fact, so it's commonly understood that male seahorses carry pregnancies, but that's not actually the case. In actuality, what happens is the female injects eggs into the male after the male fertilizes them. I have to live with this knowledge, and now so do you. Yeah, the end result is that, like, a male carries a child, but, like, biologically speaking, it's different. Also, I seem to be missing something here. Do you know the cursed knowledge about female hyenas? Yes, I do. I'm not seeing a way down from here, though I'm sure there is one. Yeah, female hyenas are actually larger and more dominant than their male counterparts. Oh, there we go. knew I just had to fiddle around until I found it. And oh look, I've accidentally found the level 4 security room. What could possibly go wrong? I've gotten in trouble every time I've unlocked one of those so far. I'm sure they won't mind me unlocking the final remaining reaches of the station. Especially on account of doing it without permission. Okay, so it seems like going this way was the right call. Also, there's the tunnel that you power bomb open. There's one in every game. Or maybe there's more than one. Let's find out. There was, in fact, more than one. Yeah, technically, I believe with some clever shine sparking, you can actually escape this sequence without opening level 4 security doors. It's just very difficult to do. Gives you some nice bonus dialogue, though. If I knew the route, I probably would have gone for it. But I don't, so I didn't. Leaving breath sucks for hyenas? Oh, that's also a consequence, yes. Like, on a good day, in most instances, things tear open. But with hyenas, it's substantially worse. I would clarify, but my stream is not currently tagged for mature audiences. Which is the reason I'm kind of being a little bit evasive about this. Oh, hello. That was actually a shine spark thing. Or a speed dash thing. This might actually be where you're supposed to do the shine spark puzzle. Yeah, that's fair. Like, make no mistake, I'm not, like, scolding you or anything, I'm just like, this is why I'm not clarifying. This, I believe, should be diffusion missiles. Diffusion added to missiles charged with R, fire with B. So I can fire a missile that goes off in a big AoE. And I do believe with that I've actually missed my opportunity to get the secret dialogue. But that's fine. Oh well, no big deal. Apparently the dialogue's contents are different from region to region, but in English it's essentially a fourth wall break and saying, "Good job, Samus. You did a shenanigan. Go get the diffusion missiles now and continue the plot. Power bomb acquired." Oh, speaking of upgrades, if you were here last time, there was like an upgrade right at the start of the game. And I was like, I wonder if you can get that at the start of the game before you've actually got the thing that it upgrades. You can actually get into that tunnel right at the start of the game. It's just the actual upgrade itself is a little bit out of reach. Like, you can get into the area, but you can't do anything there, which kind of sucks. But it's understandable. Hey Adam, are you mad at me for downloading the thing and opening the security hatches? You upgraded your missiles. That's unusual. There was no word from HQ. A procedural error, I'm sure. Even so, I did not approve of bypassing security level 4. From now on, you will use more discretion. In any case, Samus, do you remember the security robot you faced earlier? I believe the X have infected it, on account of you cracking open the casing and exposing the organic components to air. That is to say, they have claimed the organic components that form its neural network. It has entered Sector 6. I don't know what it's planning, but let's not wait to find out. Samus, you know what to do. Is your objective clear? To Sector 6, quickly. It's like, look, Adam, I break things. You hired me to break things. Don't act surprised that I'm breaking things. It's what I do. See, Adam, why couldn't you just, like, clarify more while I was in the last sector? Why do we have to be here? The security robot seems to have gotten much stronger. This worries me. Be careful. But we have another problem. Once you're done, leave Nock immediately. The SAX is tracking you. Is your objective clear? Yes. Do not stay longer than you must. Understood? I am being actively hunted by the SAX. Mildly terrifying. In the meantime, though, we shall hunt down the security robot and destroy it. I'm still not quite strong enough to fight the SAX. I might be able to hurt it with Plasma Beam, actually. But it's probably more trouble than it's worth to try. You don't know what the SAX is? So the X-Parasite, broadly speaking, are these, like, gelatinous things that pop out of everything that I kill. They're parasites that infect anything organic and mimic it. And one of them, during the game's prologue, actually infected Samus. And they were able to save her by cutting off the infected parts of her power suit, which is why she looks the way she does in this game. But the X in those infected components reanimated them and is essentially a full-powered evil Samus, named SAX for Samus X. If you're familiar with the Flood from Halo, it's kind of like that. I let these all reconvene. Will they do something cool? No, they will not. Oh, I see a little boss icon in the bottom right. Let's go there. Not sure if that's the thing I fought already. Let's find out. I'll see, as chat started strong today. Hold on, is the chat box working? No, it's not. Whoops, I'm sorry. keep forgetting to turn that back on after I turn it off when I'm recording other things. You haven't played a Metroid game as an adult? I highly recommend it, they're incredibly fun. Metroid Fusion is a really good one to start with, the one that I'm playing right now. As it's Metroid shaped, but it's very linear, so it's kind of hard to mess up. If you want like a first-person shooter 3D type, I can suggest Metroid Prime. This is a first-person shooter. And if you do go for Metroid Prime, I highly recommend playing Prime Hack, which is we'll call it a PC port, even though it's technically not, but functionally it is. But it's a Metroid game with keyboard and mouse, it's really, really fun. I actually played the first two recently on stream. And I'm saving 3 for after I finish my new model. Which will hopefully be soon, because I actually finished the hands today. After a very, very long time of the hands not being finished. I should probably save, actually. This is the time I told you how to finish the hands. Well, the thing is, I kept, like, finding things that, like, make me have to go back and work more on the hands, but this time, for real, I think, hopefully, they're actually done. Except for a couple of things that, like, I can do later, but, like, that doesn't count. Like, actually, hold on, let me just do this. Can I drop this into OBS? No, I can't. Yep, hold on. I will try to show you the current state of the hands. Let's see. Add browser source. There, look. This is the current state of my hands. It took so long to get them to this point, but I feel like the effort was worth it. Anyway. There is a boss face here, but there doesn't appear to be a boss here, so it's gotta be somewhere else. Impressive tracking, thank you. It was difficult to set up, but worth it. I learned a lot in the process. Like, it was really fun. If anybody's like interested in learning 3D, I highly recommend like putting the work in, because it's very rewarding. I might actually do some Blender stuff on stream, later on. Just because I kind of like want to do a lot more stuff on stream in general, and if I'm blending, I'm here as well stream it. Anyway, in the meantime, I am just poking around looking for that machine so that I can destroy it. I did a full lap already, so... where might it be? There's gotta be some place that I either haven't checked, didn't check thoroughly enough, or haven't been to before. corridor that the SAX chased me through earlier. You know, something like Instrument with hand tracking would be incredibly cool, I agree. The only issue with the hand tracking that I showed you is, it's actually webcam-based. So it kind of, rather than being like properly accurate tracking, it's more of a best guess based on what the camera sees. So like, if I do something with my hand that like kind of like obscures a digit from view, it kind of just has to guess. And it doesn't always guess correctly. So like if you're doing like really like intricate stuff down here, it might not get caught. At least the way I'm doing it. If you have like a proper tracking rig, do I want a general direction to look into? I'm kind of running in circles, so sure. I'm at the point where I would be inclined to start looking things up anyway. Bottom left, thank you. Yeah, so kind of like the industry standard, or like the top of the line, is iPhone tracking making use of Apple's face identification technology. It's essentially the best commercially available, like, infrared, like, face tracking thing. So what people will do is they'll hijack that more or less to capture, like, their face. Whereas this is just a 1080p 30Hz webcam, I believe. Yeah, like a proper hand tracking rig, you would probably want something comparable to like a mocap suit or something. Like something that like actually attached to your hands and like measured the actuation of your fingers. I don't actually know that much about that topic, so I really shouldn't talk like I know what I do. Or I shouldn't act like I do, because I don't. More like middle of the map? Gotcha. So, kind of like up here-ish. I have power bombs that will keep blowing things up until I find it. Around the point where the top section and bottom section connect, that is kind of the definition of a middle, but I think I follow. I probably want to drop down from above in that one segment that looks kind of isolated. Yeah, most traditional tracking solutions are cumbersome. Or at the very least look very silly. Like, you'll sometimes see people, Here we are, thank you. You'll occasionally see people wearing, like suits with ping pong balls on them, looks like. Or they'll have makeup that's like a bunch of white dots on their face. That's for mocap. Elegant solutions are not the norm. Like, it's possible, it's just cumbersome. Also, I do believe the room that I was just in is the room that I fight the boss in. At this point, I'm kind of just looking for, like, a recharge slash save station. I need wave theme for this.
Entry without authorization. Warning. No entry without authorization.
Like Samus, no, do not go there.
No entry without authorization.
That is not okay.
Warning. No entry without authorization.
Here's a save point.
Warning. No entry without authorization. Warning. No entry without authorization.
Every time they tell me I'm not allowed in there, the temptation to authorize myself to go in there grows. Can you tell me what to do? I'm Samus Aran.
Warning. No entry without
Okay, I presume I had to find that to spawn the boss.
warning. No entry without authorization. Warning.
Here we are. Thanks for the railing, all the missiles. The way those missiles, like, rotate is actually really cool to me. Like, this is a Game Boy Advance game. Like, maybe I'm not giving it enough credit, but, like, rotating sprites like that, I think is kind of cool. On what you would think of as, like, a more static system than that with not a lot of power. Oh, thanks for the rotation. I appreciate it. With that, I can match its power. And it's dead. Oh, this is in fact the wave theme. Awesome. And we eat it. Wave beam ability recovered. Beam now penetrates walls.
Warning. No entry without authorization. Warning. No entry without authorization.
Now, I could be a good Samus and leave this sector
Warning.
immediately,
No entry
or
without authorization.
I could do a little bit of entry without authorization.
Warning. No entry without authorization.
Which I think sounds like more fun.
Warning. No entry without authorization. Warning. No entry without authorization. Warning.
Gosh,
No
you're
entry without authorization.
you're putting holes in my narrative that I'm a contrarian brat.
Warning. No entry without authorization. 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 Warning. No entry
Restricted
without
zone.
authorization. Warning. No entry without authorization. Warning. No entry without authorization. Warning. No entry without
Some very fancy
authorization.
stuff.
Warning. No entry without authorization.
Thing there that I need speed for. Oh my goodness, Metroids. Metroids were supposed to be extinct. I made Metroids extinct. What is going on here? Metroids in various stages of development. More Metroids. Oh, I am hearing explosions. And that's the SAX. And it does not like the Metroids, and They're eating it, and 60 seconds to detachment of restricted laboratory. I'm in danger. Wouldn't be a Metroid game without Metroids. And the whole thing gets jettisoned and blown up. Well, that was extreme. Hey, Adam, what the heck? Samus, you shouldn't have done that. You ignored your orders. You may have to pay a price for that quite soon. As you can see, the Federation has been secretly working on a Metroid breeding program. For peaceful application only, of course. Please understand. But perhaps you already knew of this program's existence. Certainly you must have had doubts when you saw Sector 1. SRX, a faithful replica of the SR-388 ecosystem. Ideal for raising Alpha, Gamma, Zeta, and even Omega Metroids. This research even uncovered techniques for rapid growth. Imagine, creating an Omega from a larval Metroid in days. But that research is finished. The X has smelled out its natural enemy, and one of the SAX is on its way here. One? Are you saying there's more than one SAX? Don't be so surprised, Samus. You know that the X reproduced by asexual division. Because of this mechanism, there are now no fewer than 10 SAX aboard the station. Samus, you must go. Get out. If you stay too long, the SAX will destroy you. Stop only at a navigation room to uplink to me. I don't know how HQ is going to take this, but you need to report to them immediately. Is your objective clear? Yes. Now get going. Explosions in a timer, don't forget to save the animals. I actually already saved the animals. The real Adam would have said the same thing about that incident, but he would have softened the blow. He was relentless in his criticism, but he always cared. He was not a machine obsessed with duty. No such compassion could exist in that computer. There's something up there. Energy tank acquired. Fighting the Federation in 4 would be kinda cool. Especially after the events of Dread, where they're likely to have less than wholesome intentions towards Samus. Granted, I don't actually know if Prime 4 is set after Dread. Wing Theme gets me through there. Needs Screw Attack to go down there. Wait, did they say that Prime isn't canon? They shouldn't have. Prime is awesome. When I was younger, I also had a bonus CD with like the Prime, with like the Metroid timeline on it, and Prime was on there. It was a different timeline. Nuh-uh. I reject it. This thing's mildly terrifying. Golden Pirate. It's a shiny, and also invincible, I guess. Oh, I think I shoot it in the back. There we go. Okay, that's just rude. There we go. Oh, they didn't like that it wasn't Japanese. That kinda sucks if true. That room seemed a little bit pointless. Oh. I'm in danger. Yeah, so remember that Ridley corpse? With the X-infected? They revived him. Even when he's dead, he can't stay dead. And the problem was solved with about 100 missiles. Which is more or less the right way to treat Ridley, I feel. And then I eat him. Screw attack ability regained. Somersault into enemies. I'm now more or less invincible. His screw attack's kind of OP. Basically, as long as I'm in the air, anything I touch dies. Just full stop. There's a trick to this room, you say? I presume that I have to, like, combine them all into one big Super X? Go ahead, tell me what the trick is. I'm curious now. I wish to know. Please and thank you. Let all the X combine? Gotcha. Doing that without eating any is going to be difficult because I'm hungry, but I'll do my best. Whoops. Is there like a specific order to it? Oh, there's a red one. I would have liked to eat that red one. What if I get up here and just like shoot a charge beam down the line? One, I'll let you combine, please. Thank you. I feel like I'm not achieving what I'm attempting to achieve here. What if I do it one at a time? Ooh, yummy. Yeah, I'm actually gonna presume that this is a room for healing yourself with X. Before and after fighting Meadly. Yeah, can't get through it. Cannot get through here without screw attack. Luckily I have screw attack. Also, you just know that if the Space Pirates themselves could see the gold Space Pirate X, they'd be like, I wonder if there's some way to, like, deliberately get us infected. They would. Space Pirates are kinda dumb like that. I mean, they are the ones who found Phazon and proceeded to inject it into their eyeballs, so... You really can't put anything past them. That is a Metroid cocoon. That's concerning. Somewhere along the line I became immune to lava. Not sure when. Maybe when I got the gravity suit? That's kinda cool. And that's another Metroid cocoon. There's the thing off to the right. It probably has an upgrade in it. I want that. Nothing here? As if I'd believe that. Here, power bomb. Power bombs are fun. They're very big explosions. Samus, we're done here. Leave the rest of the Federation. We should be preparing to evacuate the station. Are you joking? Do they know how dangerous the X are? How quickly they reproduce? The Federation has taken an interest in the X and SAX. They believe this life form has endless potential applications. This is ridiculous. The X are heartless abominations. What potential could they have? It is not necessary that you understand such matters. The Federation is coming now. You should just leave quietly. This is madness. They won't stand a chance here. This station will devour them. What could be worth the risk? Tekro's talking about Gen AI. You're completely right, and that terrifies me. Capturing the SAX, of course. Are you serious? Do they really think that they can succeed? It will certainly be difficult. They don't expect your help. They knew you would try to destroy the SAX. That's why they stopped sending you support data. The plasma beam modification was ready some time ago, but they withheld it to keep you from engaging the SAX. Yet somehow you restored that function on your own. They also tried to withhold the diffusion missile upgrade because they didn't want it to grow too powerful, but they'd already sent it and you tracked it down. Bravo, Samus. They must cancel this mission. Open a channel to HQ. I won't let this happen. They are already on their way. Fools. As soon as the Federation ships land, the X will overwhelm them and absorb the knowledge and power of their occupants. The X are just waiting for the hunt to begin, and then they'll spread across the universe. Galactic civilization will end. The X hunger for form, knowledge, and power. They mimic these perfectly, but they cannot copy the soul. They're single-minded, instinctively seeking to increase in number. They're a plague, and the Federation underestimates their threat. The X must not leave here. I must destroy them all before the Federation arrives. This station has a self-destruct mechanism. I must use it to destroy the X here and on the planet. I must send them to oblivion. Them, the station, and myself if I have to. Adam, let me out. Open the hatch. I have been ordered to confine you until the ships arrive. Don't let them do this. Can't you see what'll happen, Adam? Adam? Who is Adam? A friend of mine. And what would this friend advise you to do now? You would know that the only way to end this is to start the self-destruct cycle. He'd know how important it is. Did this Adam care for you? Would he sit in a safe command room and order you to die? He would understand that some must live and some must die. He knew what it meant. He made that sacrifice once. So, he chose life for you, our fair warrior Samus Aran. Your Adam gave his life so that you might keep yours? For the sake of the universe? How foolish. How dare you? How could you hope to understand, machine? You know that detonating this station in high orbit would not guarantee the complete extinction of the X-parasites, even though the station would be utterly destroyed. You would only succeed in removing the one obstacle to the galaxy's ruin, yourself. You would ignore this simple fact and choose death. When Adam decided who would live, he chose incorrectly. If you were to alter the station's orbit, then you might be able to include the planet in the vaporization field of the self-destruct detonation. You would have to start the propulsion sequence now, before the Federation arrives. Samus, this is your last mission. Go to the operations room and adjust the station's orbit path to intercept SR-388. Then return to your ship and escape. Move quickly and stay alive. That's an order. Any objections, lady? Lady being what Adam called Samus back when he was her CO. Yep, I am now essentially completely unfettered. I can explore the station freely, collect whatever I want, finish the game as I please. most of the sectors are locked. Ah, gotcha. Makes sense, I suppose. Yeah, in terms of progression, beating the game is really the only thing left. Alright, let's lock in our progress. And we're going to take a 5-minute break. Please use this time to refill your beverage, go to the bathroom, anything that would take you about 5 minutes. I will see you shortly. I return. I'm very powerful. I return to blow everything up. Yes, in character. Which is even better. Because that means it canonically sticks. Oh, there's a save and a recharge room down here, but I can't use them. Oh, you have... Oh, my bones. Oh, that was cheeky. That was very cheeky. My updated avatar has leggings. Thank you for the rotation. But, oh no, it seems the navigation room and the recharge room and the save station and everything are all blocked off. I'm in danger. And that's the SAX. The SAX is starting to flicker. Its form is becoming unstable. I am hurting it. Unfortunately for me, it's also hurting me. Like, a lot. Oh. And now it's large. And I'm probably going to die. Or not? That's the core X of the SAX. Give me those, please. Thank you. It's a core X with the ice beam, which is concerning. Come to me. Be consumed. Or just leave. They technically all have that option. That one chose life. Also, yeah, it seems like I can't actually complete the map. Oops. Oh well. And here we are, pinnacle of the station.
Propulsion sequence activated.
Orbit change implemented, 3 minutes to impact.
Propulsion sequence activated.
Wouldn't be a Metroid game without blowing something up and having to escape.
388.
You cheese it? Nice. Let's just make a withdrawal from the station's energy supplies. Not like anybody's gonna audit me after it's been reduced to rubble. Yeah, save during the countdown, makes sense. I like how all the hatches are locked, like Adam is, making sure I don't forget what I'm up to and where I gotta go. Ah, this thing seems kind of torn up. I wonder what could be going on here. My ship is gone. There's a gigantic hole in the airlock, and more concerningly, there's a very large Metroid cocoon here. That's an Omega Metroid. I was like that to make sure you can't shine spark this boss. Oh no. Oh, this boss is powerful. I don't know if I can handle it. Oh right, the SAX has the Ice Beam, which is actually the weakness of these things. Nom. And now I'm back to full power. Let's go. Yeah, the Omega Metroid is dead. Not even a corpse. Ah, escape. Beautiful. And the BSL and SR-388 are both no more. And the X are totally extinct now. Right? That perfect military mind, the wisdom of Adam Malkovich continued to serve even after death. Until today, I had no idea that the minds of leaders and scientists were frequently uploaded to computers. My incredible reunion with Adam may have saved the universe. But how will the beings of the universe view our resolve? I doubt they will understand what we did, the danger we barely averted. They will hold tribunals and investigations. They will hold us responsible. Adam understood this, and he spoke to me in my anger. Do not worry, one of them will understand. One of them must. I've reflected upon his words, and I see the wisdom in them. We are all bound by our experiences. They are the limits of our consciousness. But in the end, the human soul will ever reach for the truth. This is what Adam taught me. Just one detail still bothers me. This ship can only be started manually. Yet, before I faced the Omega Metroid, the ship moved on its own, guided by somebody's hands. Is it possible? Adam? Lady, what's troubling you? You wonder how I started the ship? Just think about it. The thing that's bothering me right this very second, the like black border pixels on this Y have been cut off on the right hand side. They lent me a hand. And it's the animals that I rescued at the start of the game. And that's Metroid Fusion. Very fun, fairly short, fairly linear, still very fun. I'll say yes, saving the animals is canon. Especially in this one. Imagine if you could like choose whether or not you wanted to save them, and if you didn't, you just died at the end. And if you wanted to like go back and change your choice, you'd have to like replay the entire game. Yes, very fun game. Like I say, I had this game when I was a kid, and it was very like enrapturing for for me. It's like I'd never really played anything like it before. And I could take it with me. Because it was a Game Boy game. I like how the management team for the English side has a person named Jeff. Jeff is like the most English name. Like the most generic English name. Like Jeff or John. You got this game because you like the box art? I mean, that is box art doing its job. And let's see what kind of reward I get at the end. She took her helmet off. Clear time, 3 hours, 5 minutes. Wait, really? I spent... it would have been 5 hours playing this game, so I lost 2 hours of progress somewhere? Huh. And I collected 57% of the items in the game. Also, yeah, I spent like a half hour stuck at the beginning of Pyro. Oh well, this is fine. Anyway, we finished the game kind of early, so... I don't really want to end the stream. Well, that's cool. Never mind. I thought I saw something. I didn't. I can either just like kind of run around picking things up for the fun of it, or if anybody has a better idea, we can go do that instead. As I don't want to end stream yet. It's too early. Any demos I want to try? None really come to mind off the top of my head. Yeah, let's go on a rampage to the various sectors. Screw attack kind of carries all by itself. Like, we got screw attack, we got shine, we've got power bombs. We can go anywhere we want, really. Just need to figure out that it's there. I was playing Minecraft before stream. I could technically start doing that. Well, that's cool. There's like an indicator up there showing me completion. That's a lot of powerbomb expansions, actually. Like, what am I gonna use 50 power bombs for? Oh well, not complaining. It's kind of interesting. I kind of wish that they let us keep the quote-unquote, I'll call it the X-suit. I don't know if it's actually got a canon name. I kind of wish that they let us keep the X-suit after beating the game. But I understand why they didn't. Plus, having the ice beam would be kind of annoying, because it'd turn my one-shots into two shots. just had a thought. Where did the X find Space Pirates 2 intact? Because, like, there shouldn't have been any on the station, right? Oh, you know what I can do, maybe? Is, go access that, like, Shine Spark thing from the, Forbidden Lab. I think I can access that from the main deck. Pardon me. There's something I could do? Hit me with it. I am open to suggestions. Kinda just goofing off at this point. Do more real stuff play in the title section? Yes, I do. Watch them and see if I can find them. I definitely couldn't. My sense of direction is not that good. I wonder if there's a Metroid Fusion randomizer. I think there is. I think I mentioned before, but I've been on a bit of a randomizer kick. If the randomizers I've been doing every week on Wednesday haven't been enough of an indicator. Yeah, let me actually... Metroid Fusion randomizer. Let's see. How does this work? Yeah, apparently there's one here, but you can soft lock in it, going by the one review that it has. I will look more into that later. Granted, maybe that person just doesn't know where all the secrets are. And they, like, needed the wave theme or something, and it wasn't... and it was available, but they couldn't find it. Who knows? I think you can, like, blast through this pit? Yes, you can. This is not the way to the forbidden thing. This is the way to... Sector 2, I think it was? It's pretty cool though, we got it working. Right, the secret thing was in Sector 6. I remember now. Remembering things is difficult sometimes. Especially for me. Not the correct path. What would I do without maps? Probably get lost. as evidenced by the fact that whenever a game doesn't have a good enough map, I get lost. Yeah, progression is linear, but like the map itself is... it's meaty enough. Okay, Sector 6 was nocturnal. And that's where the secret map was. Negative hydration. Just mashing A while drinking. Random thing I just thought about, but like... There's like a certain like subgenre of content creator where their thing is that they just like an obscene amount of food. Like I'm not gonna name names, but it's like their thing is that they'll like show up to like a food eating challenge thing and then they'll just eat the whole thing. You think they ever get tummy aches? Think they ever are like just having like the worst day of their life and they regret their career choice? Because I feel like if I were in that position, that's what would happen to me. Hey, I gotta shine spark that. I'm back. I thought it was pronounced mukbang. Anyway. I found a thing. Oh, I've gotta shine that. Okay. So presumably I have to activate all of these without activating the vertical ones? Wait, what? What am I even triggering? Hold on. Maybe I meant to trigger them from underneath? Okay, so like the middle of the platform, maybe? Okay, that's kinda cool. Never mind. Well, now I'm just more confused. If you're ever looking for like cooking videos, one that I really enjoy is called You Suck at Cooking, which is an admittedly aggressive channel name, but like, it's genuinely pretty entertaining. There we go. Darn it. The reason I like Usopp with cooking in particular is because his videos are very comedic. Like, it's a genuine recipe, but at the same time, it's borderline a stand-up routine. Shoot, I got that, like, as wrong as I possibly could have. So, like, middle but a bit to the left on that one. Imagine watching, like, an unironic speedrun, and the person gets to this room and just puts on the performance that I'm putting on. It's like, hold on, I remember this, mostly. So middle bit to the left. There we go. Let me drop out now? That's fair. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night. And thank you for the head taps. I appreciate them. Now I just gotta get up there properly. That counts. Energy capacity increased. Oh, you actually have to solve it to get out. That's very rude. That's so rude, actually. I approve. Technically, I could. No, I couldn't, actually. I was gonna say technically I could save and quit. But you actually can't arbitrarily save in this game. Oh, I have to hold the charge too. That's like extra mean. What the heck? It's actually so rude, what the heck? Let's see. Right, the original plan was to check out the secret tunnel. Or the exposed to space bit of the lab. I just got distracted by the shine. That looks like something that's something. You can save anywhere in Wrath, but it has a catalyst item. That, I feel like, could give me anxiety. But also, I don't tend to save scum too much, so I'll probably be fine. Also, fun fact, I've never played Resident Evil. bomb tank acquired. And that also brings me back up here. Nice. You say the typewriters. So it's like you're like writing a memoir of what happened to you. And I was bitten 37 times. But enough about last night. Hello, what? I'm locked here, huh? Interesting. Interesting. Maybe that's the room that Serene was thinking about earlier. Power bomb tank acquired. Tutorial of Gold Pirates. I missed the tutorial in that case. Whoops. Oh well. These things happen. I keep trying to make things idiot-proof, and I keep proving that I'm a bigger idiot. That's okay. Because at least I'm cute. That's how it works. Some might see that as arrogance, but like, I'm not gonna pretend that I'm not. That would just be insulting all the people that I'm cuter than. I'm mostly just kind of running around at this point and trying to find holes into the walls where there's seemingly nothing there. Oh no, is this a Shine Spark thing? Oh, this is a Shine Spark thing. Okay, that's not too bad at all, actually. I just have to be quick on the draw, capturing the shine. Oh, well that was just extra rude. Okay, capture it, then jump. I thought if I jumped, I would, like, maintain it, but then I hit the wall and I lost it. I feel cheated, even though it's nobody's fault but my own. Like, no, I deserve that. I swear I'm not doing a bit. I'm just actually this bad at this. This is fine. Okay, so capture, screw attack, all the way to the end. Ah, there we go. Powerbomb acquired. Something I appreciate about these games is just how much you can miss. Like, normally I don't like missable stuff, but in this instance, because it's not like missable, it's more like a reason to go back and keep playing after you've already won. Like, there's more to this game, go seek it out. I love stuff like that. And then on, like, subsequent playthroughs, you can, like, find it early and be like, oh, this is cool. I'm powerful in ways that were not intended. Or rather, not really balanced around. I believe you can climb this early if you have... if you're really, really good at wall jumps. It's just very difficult. I was gonna say, what if I can try it, but like, I've got the screw attack, so I really can't. Not properly. Now that I'm powerful, I've lost the opportunity to show off how competent I am while weak. It's basically the Saitama issue, except instead of Saitama, I'm Samus. Both of the names start with S, I wonder if that's the source of their power. Source also starts with an S, I might be onto something. Anything fun going on here? Not really. But you wouldn't know if you never checked. If memory serves, when I was a kid, I went through like the entire game and powerbombed every screen. And there was like one energy tank that I just never found, if memory serves. Kinda curious which one it was, in hindsight. There's really no way to check, sadly. Oh yeah, Metroid games are amazing for sequence breaking. Like, it might even be the trope gamer, actually. Yeah, there's like one major sequence break I know of in this game, and the developers didn't intend for you to use it per se, but like they acknowledge that you might have. And like I say, there's a bit of like a fourth wall breaking comment that happens if you do. If I had a save from back when that was possible, I might go and try it. That could be a fun thing to do. Unfortunately, I don't, so I can't. Power bomb acquired. I know Dread has at least one bug where you literally just fall through the ground. But like a sequence break is less a bug typically and more like, oh, I didn't realize you could use those in that way, kind of thing. Versus one Master Key routes, they're like dev intended, but I think they absolutely do count. They let you play things in a sequence that isn't like the most vanilla sequence. It's like normally you couldn't go to Blight Town until you'd killed Capra and gotten the Death's Key. But with Master Key you can. Also, yeah, early Four Kings. It's fun going into like the Abyss and just like Koth isn't there. You might miss out on an entire Covenant just because... just because you were too cracked. Actually, I don't know if he's not there or if he is there, but he doesn't talk to you until you've got the Lord Vessel. It's been a while since I've done that, I don't recall. I know in Hollow Knight, which is a game I've been playing recently, there are a number of like speedrunner sequence breaks where what you do is you deliberately die to spawn your shade, and then you like bait your shade near like a ledge, and then you deliberately jump up and hit your shade with your weapon so that you bounce backwards. You like get up to places that way. Mega Man Sips, I am not familiar with those. The only Mega Man game I've played is Battle Network 3 and 03, both for the Game Boy. And I had vanishingly little idea what was going on in either of them. Like, who is this person with a unique spike visiting Memoru in the hospital? Genuinely never found out until years and years later when I found out that he was the main villain of Battle Network 2. I feel like there's a fine line between, like, a glitch and an unintended mechanic. Like, the cheeky thing that people always say is unintended game mechanic, but, like, there's kind of some truth to it. It's like, all the components involved are functioning exactly as designed. They're just coming together in a way that wasn't accounted for. Shoot. I didn't want to end up back out here again. You know what might be really fun to play on stream is Sonic Adventure. Powerbomb acquired. Like Sonic Adventure DX, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, Shadow the Hedgehog, Sonic Heroes. But the question becomes, which version should I play? Because like the version that I played when I was a kid was the GameCube port, but the GameCube port is concurrently kind of not good and also kind of definitive at the same time. Which reminds me that there's like a bunch of other like Sega games referenced in Sonic Adventure that I've also never played, like Knights. Energy tank, awesome. This is a very different game. Like I know what Knights is like, I've never played it. Also, yes, it's DX Director's Cut, which conceivably could be parsed as Director's Cut, Director's Cut. Yep, Shine, I anticipated that. Yeah, the issue with that one, compared to like the original Dreamcast release, is a lot of the shaders were broken. Like the Dreamcast has support for like multiple shaders, and the GameCube only has support for like one really powerful shader. Which meant that in the GameCube version, every material was rendered using like the same shader, when the art style like wasn't meant for that, which is why the characters all kind of have that like weird plasticky look to them. However, DX also had like a bunch of like bug fixes and like quality of life improvements if memory serves. It also had the most complete version of the Chao Garden, I believe, although if you weren't Japanese or willing to engage in shenaniganery, you couldn't really make use of the DX Chao Garden because you didn't have the sonic pedometer thing. Fortunately, I am in fact willing to engage in shenaniganery. Shenaniganery is fun, I recommend you try it sometime. It's very rewarding. So the fox, absolutely. Foxes are the most trustworthy animals of all, so if I say that something's good, you should believe me. Don't question it. Just do as I say. You can trust me. Look at it this way. What's the out bonking? The bonking it hurts. What's the worst possible outcome if you trust me? The answer is there is no possible bad outcome if you trust me. So you should just do it. Whenever I see a ramp like that, I suspect shine shenanigans. Shenanigans, if you will. Speaking of shenanigans, what have we here? Oh no. It's like a hidden tunnel maze. This is cursed. Also, yes, it's kind of eye-searing. That's fine, though. We'll figure it out. Hey, this doesn't seem too bad if you... Yeah, this doesn't seem too bad. There weren't that many, like, alternate paths. Okay, that wasn't too bad at all. I was worried for a minute that it was fine. Something I kind of wonder about is, how is it that the green eggs, replenish my missiles? Like, do they contain an explosive payload? They're organic in nature. Like, getting vitality from an organic thing, I can kind of understand in, like, a vampiric kind of sense, but, like... getting a freezing explosive payload, how does that work? The people demand answers. By the people, I mostly mean me, but with, like, assumed authority. I essentially lay out my own agenda, but I say, this is what everybody wants. Bombardier beetles? Yeah, maybe we take like a Monster Hunter approach and we just go... Yeah, some creatures can just do that. Shoutouts to Basil Goose. As a Charge Blade main, I have fought a lot of Basil Goose. It's like, so, you want artillery on your armor, do ya? Are you prepared to walk the path of explosions? And I'm like, yes, you clearly don't know who I am. I'm just imagining like a Monster Hunter dropout crossover where Sir Bravis has like wiped out all the Basil Geese in these lands. It's like, how many did you kill? He pulls out 70,000 Basil Goose tickets. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to YouTube and look up A Knight's Sworn Oath starts to concern his liege lord. It's ridiculously funny. There are no more geese in these lands. You like explosions in RoboQuest because they circumvent damage fall off? Ooh, nice. Good to know. I will probably play that game eventually, and when I do, I probably would have gone for explosions, so I'll keep that in mind. I like explosions in Helldivers, which is the main, like, shitty game that I play right now. Because, among other things, they have utility. You can use them to, like, crack open, like, safes and such. Whereas if you have, like, an assault rifle, you couldn't do that. Plus, it's really good for, like, crowd control. Like when there's, like, a million little things and you can't really afford to take them out one at a time, you can just take out, like, a dozen at once. Didn't bother looking into how diversity down to run on a 1060, it probably won't. Like... yeah, no, just it probably wouldn't. Very fun game, but I wouldn't say that it's singularly worth upgrading over. Anyway, that said, we have adequately spent like an hour or so. So I think we're going to call it there for the night. We found some fun stuff after beating the game. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it each and every time. Next scheduled stream is going to be on Wednesday. The game is going to be randomized Majora's Mask. As for what I'm going to be doing on Friday, I have not decided yet. In any case, I hope you have an absolutely wonderful night, and I hope to see you again. I wonder if anybody else is playing Metroid Fusion, and if so, can we raid them? Looks like somebody's actually doing a Metroid Fusion randomizer, so... let's drop in on them. Have a wonderful night.